turn up the old microphone so that that works. It just downloaded a new program for me. Update. Horrible. Horrible. I have 341 dropped frames right now. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking that StreamYard is going to work better for me than this Stream Labs thing here. This is not good. I'm doing okay. Today, I actually, that's probably a little bit too loud. Today, I went and made sure I got all my, the proper credit cards. So when I do go, um, they don't charge me any fees whatsoever when I take out money. The exchange rate is just what it is. There's no other service fees. I don't know, this Scotia card that I got allows you to do that. Um, but the dentist, the guy that owns the company and everything, he said he has a apartment there for me. $750 Canadian. Can't kind of beat that. That's pretty good. For that price, it must be a pretty good place. But I want to know a few things, like are there any other uh, payments? Like, do I have to pay utilities or phone or water, or sewer, whatever else? I keep asking that question of him. He knows me pretty good, and he's always reading my messages, but he just doesn't answer me. So I don't know if there's any extras. It's probably not that big of an amount anyway. And then I go there. Well, my best flights are October 26th, which is not the end of the month. So can I move into that apartment then? I'd like to see. I ask him all these questions, but I don't get any answers. So I don't want to really book my flight on such and such a dates because I don't know. Yeah, well, things are working out pretty good so far. Um, I can't change my frame rate thing on the go here, but it looks like I got 2200 kilobits. So I have to change my settings there to make it higher than that, or actually lower than that, then we should be okay. Yeah, well, I could call actually like direct voice, but um, most people in Mexico they use WhatsApp. He does too. You can make voice calls and video calls with WhatsApp, but you can also leave text, of course, but you can also record, like you can speak and record, and then he can hear that at any time he wants to and reply. So that's what I've been doing. I've been sending text and audio messages, but I haven't really called. It's like I've done so many calls and stuff already. I don't want to be seeming like a pushy, and I got enough time yet to wait and see. Although some of the flights in the wintertime, Canadian winter here is like $2,000 to $3,000 return flights, and I found a few of them that were like 1400. So that's a good price. I just got to get. Well, there's Ronnie Braun. He's surfing the net again. He's uh, making sure that if I'm on there, he's. How you doing there, Mister Braun? I'm just up at a like pop up at a. You guys are probably going to get hiccups on the video. I'm trying StreamYard or StreamLab again here. Uh, which I'm beginning to not like very much more and more all the time. But, you know, being a cheap old me, I actually paid for it. StreamYard, I didn't pay for, but StreamYard, in a lot of ways, works better. In a lot of ways, not. But you got to deal with what you get. So that's what I'm dealing with. The volume is up. Don't have a message. Just tell him. Yeah, I kind of already told him I'm booking my flight. I guess the return flight is not as important as the. You see, I tried to make it November 1st, and the 28th, 29th of April coming back. That would be perfect. But I found a better price by, I don't know, $400. But that's on October 26th. And then I don't know, if you're renting an apartment to someone, you're going to want some money kind of up front. I don't know if he wants me to send him some money or just wait till I get there and like it. Yeah, sometimes he answers his messages, sometimes he doesn't. And I don't know if he's a busy guy or what. His mother owns the dentist uh, company, and I'm thinking she just said, here you go, here, run this part. So I don't know if he's like super busy all the time or. No return messages yet. Anyway, too bad. Yeah, I'll wait for a little while, and then we'll. Although, when I do go look at WestJet seats available, some of them say there's only 4 left. Way back in November already. People are. That's the high cost of living time in Mexico is in winter. A lot of people go there just to live for the winter. Record date, time, conversation with another device. Book your flight and hope it will turn out. What's nice too is when you use WestJet, anyways, there's called Econo Flight or Flex Econo Flight. And if you go Flex, it costs you $100 and some odd more, but you get your you get one check-in baggage for free. The other way you have to pay. That's only like 50 to $100. So that's almost the cost there. But also, you get to change your flight seats anytime you want to, and you get to change your flight dates and times easier than if you do just the Econo. So I'm going to choose the Econo Flex, get all the benefits I can. And yeah, today's Monday. Maybe this weekend I'll give him an actual voice call. Say, what's up? Have you got that? It's like I can go get that apartment right now. Like if I was a landlord that had an apartment available for rent, I'd want to have it rented out instead of just having no rent coming in. So if it's available right now, it's going to sit there for that many months. If I was the landlord, I'd be saying something like, I've got an apartment here. It's available from so on to so on. Or, do you want it? Yes or no? Here's the cost. And usually you have to pay your own electricity and maybe your own internet, I would think, or phone. Because in the winter times when it's cooler, or in the summer when it's hotter, people use a lot more air conditioning. There, it's pretty hard to find a furnace. It's all air conditioned. Yeah, that's what's nice about WhatsApp. Is it'll put one check mark there when you send it, and then another check mark there when they've. Doesn't mean they've read it. It just went to their phone. So yeah, it informs me that he has got it to his phone. Or it's a family member's house and he's kicking them out. Yeah. No, it's from what I understand, it's an apartment where um, either all of or most of the dentists, doctors stay there. It's in a gated community. Be nice to know where it is in town, though. I mean, I don't really want to. I rented a car last time I was there, but I don't really want to drive there. If I can take a bus most of the time for in-town stuff, um, it'd be nice to know where it is so I can go on Google Earth and have a look and see. So I've asked him about half a dozen times, what's the address or what area of town is it? And it's in a gated community, or not gated community. The apartment block is gated, so when you bring your cars in or go in, it's gated in there. It all sounds really good. I guess I just have to commit. And if you want to go on any tours or anything, well, those are bus tours anyway. You just get on a bus and then you go to like uh, Tulum or Chichen Itza or Eshkaret or any of those. I just have to learn Spanish more. I can't even fumble through the because I don't know. I'm trying too hard to like. I think I looked on YouTube the best way to learn different, especially Spanish. I'm trying to learn the not the right way. Learn words like what does that word? How do you say that word in Spanish? How do you say that word in Spanish? That's not how you learn. And what I understand is learn a whole sentence like how are you today? You know, um, what would you like? Or then you can change individual words in that sentence to mean for what thing you're talking about. Yeah, I have a couple of apps that do translation things. Some you have to pay for. Some are the ones I use are non-paid. Yeah, I don't know what the names of the ones that I got. I think well they were on my other phone. No, I don't have them on this phone anymore because when I left Mexico, I took them off because my phone was hacked and I just got a new phone and haven't put anything on there yet. But yeah, I got a Spanish translation program that you can either type it in or speak, and then it'll speak it in Spanish and text. Oh, the traveling granny. Well, hello there, my friend. I was just popping up today again to do some experimenting. Okay, well, let me write that name down there. Maybe I'll have to look into that one. The traveling granny. I saw you on my live or one of my videos just a while ago. Thank you. Uh, Duolingo. Okay. No, that one I haven't. I have tried. Well, sometimes it all depends. If you have an iPhone, there are certain apps on iPhones that you just cannot get on Android. And I bumped into one just the other day. One of my friends said, "Download this app." What was it? I forget what it was, but I couldn't. It wouldn't work on my phone. Oh, okay, good. The trick with that app is it's not exchange and English work for Spanish. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Yeah, the maid in my room, she didn't know any English or Spanish at all, no English at all. And like everybody knows hola and buenos dias and buenas noches, those kind of things, but not a conversational Spanish. So um, I had to get out my app thing, and we would be typing back and forth or speaking back and forth to just to communicate. But it worked. Yeah, there, you can. I think the one I had, you can pick what kind of Spanish you want. You could pick. There was different ones that you could pick from, and it would put in those. What do we call them? Like maybe quotes, those question marks, upside down question mark and a right side up question mark, like quotation thing. Oh, you're going to. Well, that's why I haven't been to Baja yet, but that's a nice place. A lot of people go there. There's a lots of places in Mexico to go. Like it's hard to pick one. I should have some sort of Spanish speaking at night while I'm sleeping. Maybe my subconscious will pick it up. You see, this way I don't have to highlight anything on the screen. Well, I can't. I can't highlight the text on the screen like you can in StreamYard. That's where you should spend your extra time, or on rainy days, you will get hooked in. It's fun. Yeah, traveling granny is going to Baja. Oh, right on. That's that little piece of land that juts out there, I think. Hard to explain if you don't have a map. But probably Cancun is a really touristy place. The cost of living goes up, believe it or not, in the winter months because people like me go there for the winter, so uh, they up their prices. There's I've been to Cancun before though, and Playa del Carmen, so I kind of know what to expect there. But it would be nice to see. I guess if I'm there, I got 6 months. I can tour all or take a plane and fly to another part of Mexico for a week or two. You are a British citizen, are you? Are you in Britain right now? Like you're across the pond from me. I'm in Alberta, Canada. I think I'm subscribed to you there, traveling granny. At least I should. Usually, people that pop in, I do um, subscribe because it's free. I mean, unless you don't want people to subscribe, there's a lot of people out there that don't care about subscribers, so they don't. You are in Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia? Atlanta, GA, Georgia? Okay. When I just came back from Mexico a few months ago now, but to get my teeth done, like checked out. Um, Going there, no problem to Mexico whatsoever. No problem. Got off the plane, got out of the airport, onto the shuttle to the where I was supposed to go. Coming back, got on the airplane, no problem. Get off the airplane at Calgary. Now I got problems. Like you have to jump through I don't know how many different hoops. Well, even before I got on the plane to go back, it's like to get back in your own country is the hardest thing ever because of that virus. follow that thing, right? How do you get the emojis to pop up there? I didn't even know you could put those on there like that. The smiley faces and all the. Yeah, and now I think I don't know if Trudeau has changed his mind or not, but you cannot come to Canada unless you're vaccinated, which means I think they said there was 500,000, no, 500,000, 50,000, 200,000. There's a lot of people living in Canada that have citizenship in other countries. They want to go back to visit their dead relatives that died, their mother, their father, whatever, but they can't come back because they're not vaccinated. They're not vaccinated. So you can't even go to a funeral. Like, what the heck is in his mind? Wow. Yeah, I told people last time when I went to Mexico to get my teeth done, I said, I just might stay there. Now, I probably have to come back to jump through a bunch of hoops, but I could have just stayed there. Yeah, okay, we won't discuss that. But man, I'll tell you. And then when you get off the plane, they had a like they picked certain people just at random, and they picked me, swab my mouth and do the whole thing. Like Canada is like horrendous. Sorry to say, I even live here. The only thing is, if you move to Mexico permanently, I'm I don't know how the old age security and all those work because I would have zero income and I'd have to just live on my savings. At least my income as it is right now covers my trip there, my flight there and back. It covers the monthly rent. All I have to do is just make sure I don't eat like a pig and dine out too much, or enjoy myself, but um, try to stay within my budget, of course. So okay, we have big lag. We have a big lag. Trying to force everyone to do what? How come I didn't even get to see that on? He's trying to control everyone. Yeah, no kidding. He's worse than his father was. Like, can't Canadians do things like say, okay, we have to have a vote now again, or you can only be in there for so long, and that's it. Why do we have that? He can just stay there as long as he wants. I don't know the system that well. I even hate to vote because it doesn't seem to help. Yeah, if you get that attitude where it's not going to help anyway. So, have you seen any lag in the video at all? Any text lag? Audio would probably be pretty good all the time because audio is easy to keep up. It's the video that's hard to keep up with the video. Oh, see, now things are popping up on the screen, but coming back. We don't get me started. We're turning into a communist country. Honestly, if you can get out, stay away as long as you can. No, yeah, no kidding. Well, I don't know if where you live there, did they have uh, a group of people called Hutterites? I don't know if I should be talking about. Hutterites are a religious group of people that um, They do farming. I mean, they do good. Don't get me wrong there. But they live as a community, as a group, like Doukhobors or Amish people, um, sort of like that. But because they're the way they are, they get with taxes and stuff to get much more benefits than the ordinary citizen, because they're a group of. But to me, to me, that's like communism is. Anyway, we won't get started there either. You will be posting a video soon concerning going into Mexico and coming back into the U.S. Yeah, no kidding. I guess I could cross the border illegally and be taken care of. Yeah. Well, yeah, I got to see that because, like I said, Mexico is one of the only countries in the world that relaxed all their uh, coming to their country thing with the virus thing. They let. Um, oh, that is your plan, eh? Oh, cool. They let you freely come into the country. Like, it's the people going there that should be afraid of. Uh, are they going to get the virus or what? It, like it's if you're afraid of getting the virus, and then don't go anywhere. Uh, but it's nice that they relaxed it like that. That you can just go there. It's getting back, and now I can see why the Canadian government, Trudeau, he was on YouTube. I don't watch too much TV. Well, like news, and then put on YouTube. And they were saying, like, I don't know how many people cannot go home and visit their dead relatives and then come back because they're simply not vaccinated. You Even when you go on the WestJet website, it's right there in big bold letters. It says um, COVID safety. You may not be able to travel if you're not fully vaccinated. So anyway, anyway, uh, that's why we're making our home on wheels. We can do everything we need on land and help others. Love, love freely. Yeah, and there are a couple of things that I'm finding even now that are hard to do when you're living on wheels. Um, Canada, anyways. It was hard to get my driver's license. I do have my driver's license with I have a postal code as my address. Okay, now that's the whole thing is the address part. If you have a permanent address, no problem. You don't have any problems whatsoever. I don't. So I have a post office box number that is on my driver's license. When I went to get my passport, everything on your birth certificate and your driver's license and everything has to be exactly what goes on the passport. And my name is Wayne J. Senft. On my driver's license, it says Wayne Jacob Senft. Well, you see, they don't like that. It's the Wayne J on the other one has to be Jacob, not just the J on my birth certificate or my driver's, one of those two. And then not only that, your permanent address. So to get my passport, they needed a permanent address again. Well, I only have a post office box. So they weaseled it in somehow, and they got that fixed. But then today I go to the bank and I said, I need this special credit card from Scotiabank. So now I can go into any country and I don't get charged anything when I go to an ATM. It doesn't charge you any money. It's just, where they charge you $5 or something or to get money out. I don't pay any of that. you do the exchange rate, of course, if you're taking out pesos. And it also gives you scene points, and it gives you other benefits at airports and stuff like that. So that's needed an address also, and no post office. So I said, well, forget it. I don't want it then. Forget it. So he said, no. Let me work at this. So he worked at it, went to his boss, and he said, well, if they get any flack about it, they'll let me know. But so they put it through. But post office boxes are not good to have while we live in here, and then we use my sister's land address. Yeah, if you, that's what I mean. If you can get an actual land address, physical, or like a stationary, non-movable address. Well, my post office box for me, but I think the government or whoever just wants to know where you are at all times, or where's your home base, sort of thing. Like, I did get a fishing ticket once, and they made a mistake on it, writing on it. So they wanted me to come in and fix it. And I said, no, you guys made the mistake. Too bad. Snooze, you lose. So they wanted to know where I was. And I said, well, I live in a van. When I open my doors, that's my front yard. Come and find me. Well, it's 2 years now, and they haven't found me yet. And the Fish and Wildlife don't have enough money and resources to go trying to find people. And they don't uh, give that right to the police to do either. They can't afford to pay the police to go do that. So they don't bother. So anyway, 18% dropped frames. You're supposed to have no more than about 3 or 4%, and I'm up to 18%, which is not good. I need a lighter. All right. Uh, this way doesn't tell me if anybody's in the house now or not. It says 0. You can't rely on anything on this. 0 people in the house. Anyway, Vicky. Wayne, you're going to get sick. Keep your body healthy. Your body to heal. Well, I hope I have enough years left. I can count them on at least 2 hands. All right, I think I'm going to close. I was just popped up just to see if anything was going on. I made a redeemer thing for my game. When you play the game, the chips game, roll the dice or whenever that. When you want to redeem, I put on a $5 Amazon gift card. There, now I don't have to pay shipping. It's just a $5 Amazon gift card you can redeem your points for when you get your points. Sorry, I'm thinking I got lost. Traveling Granny. Yeah, Traveling Granny may have stepped out. I like it. Like it. My thing up there shows 0 people here. I know you're there. At least you typed something in, so at least I know somebody's there. Anyways, Vicky, I'm gonna I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna have something to eat. Fly my drone maybe today a little bit. Uh, Hard to find nice cinematic places to fly your drone in the prairies here when there's not so many hills. How much flat land can you take? And the prairies are at least still kind of green. They're starting to turn brown. And usually that happens even earlier than this, but it's usually nice and green yet. So, all right, Vicky, we're going to end this. And you have a great the rest of your week and the weekend. And if you see me again uh, live, pop in. I'll have more news about the flight and the Mexico thing. Keep you posted. Okay, stay safe, be awesome, stay nomadic outlaws, and we'll catch you again on the next one.